Hey guys, and welcome back to World Subways Volume 3. So, today we've got Mission 3 Maintenance. So, due to maintenance on the route Edgware Road and South Kensington, a shuttle service is being operated. Driving on the opposite tracks is sections with extreme speed limits will need all your concentration. So, let's get ourselves ready. So, I believe... Which was the front of the train? I believe that's a green signal over there for a reason, so... yeah, hang on. Go over to here, it'll tell me if it's the front or the rear of the train. Because if I'm going to the wrong side of the tracks, opposite side tracks for the maintenance. So we got, so... I'm trying to set it up. Right, so set this to the rear. Tail lights, destination lights, circle line. And now if I go sit on the other side, it will tell me if that's the right side. So if it's maintenance, we can turn on the tunnel lights because that's what maintenance is for. That's what the tunnel lights are for, maintenance and construction works. Which there is another mission on later on, which we'll do later. But for now, let's get to the other end. So we do have those destination boards, but they don't so much work as times. They just say, please wait for train information. And then when train is arriving, it'll say train is approaching. So I'll assume it's the front of the train since the information did not change for me. There we go. Right, so set train up and going the inner rail. So cab vents on, we shall then de-steam these windows. Headlights on, dashboard lights, destination, cab lights. Switch to the right side. Brake test we can do in a moment. Now. There we go. Cab lights and venting on. Windows are defogging. That will then soon finish off. Yeah, that's based on temperature. If I turned off the cab vents and left that like that, they would start fogging up again. Let's actually set up the destination properly this time. Circle line. Let's do a brake test. So, active, brake off. Let's charge the brakes. Brake test is then set to green, and that will complete. Can do leave station actually. 8's passed. That's fine then. I can jump cut for that. It's no problem. That was green. Set up the set up the announcements. So program inner rail. Okay, we are at Edgware Road starts. We are going to South Kensington on a shuttle train. So I'm not sure if we do the return journey or not. So if I didn't check. So accept that. Press enter when we start starting station. Open the doors and that can now do its job. It's a good time actually. So there you go. Arrival. So it's actually just past midnight. 8 past midnight, and we arrive at 21 past midnight. Now I'm not sure if there's a return journey or not, but it's called a shuttle route for a reason. Doesn't matter so much. So I'll now jump cut until a few seconds before we're meant to start the journey. See you then. Right, so here we go. We are now a few moments away from going, so I can close the doors. And let's get trains moving. So, speeding at 25. Let's go to South Kensington. So it's going to be a short episode, so about 20 minutes, because route time is 20 minutes. Hang on, actually, I do need to keep an eye on that screen quite a lot, because if it's a proper strict speed limit, as we are on the wrong side of the tracks, don't forget, I'm not sure how clear the signage will be for me. Right, so it's 25. I do need to do my best at not speeding, because yeah, I'm definitely on the wrong side of the tracks now. We don't normally go on this side. We're a shuttle train as well, aren't we? So we will be the only train actually driving this track as well. So if there is a return journey, then we probably will be doing it. So bang on 25 right now. Let's keep ourselves at this speed until we get to Paddington, about 400 meters. Departure then 10 past. Doors right. So yeah, yes, you get all the information from route monitor. So you don't even need to open the station monitor. Or the clock, everything is on the route monitor. Simple, easy laid out, easy to read.
The next station is Paddington.
There we go.
Change for the Bakerloo
yeah, slowly bring trains to the platform and bring it to the end here. Because South Kensington's not too far away, if I remember. It was in this last week's episode as well. Mansion House to Edgware Road. So yeah, we've got High Street, we've got Paddington, if I can try to remember from last week. Paddington, Bayswater, High Street Kensington, something, South Kensington, so it's only about 5 stops, it's not too far away. Right, well, there's no one here. Well, it's 10 past midnight, so I don't even expect anyone to come here. Close the doors and let's go. Don't think I saw anyone on the station at all, and this is Paddington, don't forget. Got some National Rail services from every day, like all over the day, all day, 24 hours, you get National Rail trains coming in. And yet there's not a single soul on the underground. Right, so it's down to 15 here. So yeah, if you're looking for speed, this is not your route, I can tell you that. This is top speed of the route right now, and oh yeah, there is some construction works going right there. You can actually see that. So if I actually remember correctly, yes, there is a return route then on this series. So you drive to South Kensington, switch train around, and then you drive back again. So that is what you do. Because I've not completed all these missions, I've only completed about 4 or 5 of them in my time all these years. I may drive on the scheduled routes. So this is all partially new to me. In a way, it's quite exciting as well. There you go, got some actual welding or something going on there. Blue sparks. There's no people, I don't think, modelled. No, there's not. So you got the dynamics of it. So yeah, 15. In reality, I think you'll just press the whistle a few times. I'll just like alert people to your presence, but it doesn't matter too much. Just carry on going. Going a bit fast, but that's fine.
The next station is Bayswater.
Jet Bayswater station coming up. So, in a mythical, imaginary kind of station, basically it's like the London Underground upgrades and works they do. So, every night on the weekends, basically over the weekend, the station will be closed. And what they do is like they replace the tracks between Station 1 and Station 2. And just rework on the whole section. So, this is what I can assume will be like the equivalent to it in this game. Maybe like proper maintenance going on right now on the system. At least means we don't have to brake too much at stations though, at least. And yeah, strict speed is of 15 miles per hour each part of the route. Instead of getting in the UK, so it's all in miles per hour, not kilometers an hour. And yep, there is not a single person on the platform. Do need to close these doors straight away actually. Departure's gonna be a bit late now, is it? Did I say close? Open the other doors as well? Yes, I did. So I was looking the wrong way, so I got myself confused there. Doesn't matter, there's no one here. Welcome to London at midnight. There's no need to actually do a shuttle train at this time, but you never know. There could be 1 or 2 people on the platform which need a train, which is why we did this route. But yeah, I can't really fault London Undergrounds. There's nothing they've ever done wrong other than go on strike all the time. For antisocial hours, which I'm working at 10 minutes past midnight, so fair enough. In bad working conditions, which that I'm a bit 50-50 on, because fair enough you're alone in a train tunnel all day, but trains are automatic, at least most of them now these days. The only manual trains are the Bakerloo line, the S-Stocks where the line has not been coded yet, so I know it's like still signal works that needs to be done on the Uxbridge branch, and I'm not sure about Ealing if that needs to be done as well, and part of Central bit as well, so I know Edgware Road still uses the original signalling box from the 1900s, where like a guy literally manually changing the pulling the levers and changing the tracks, because well they're currently modernising that right now, and basically once that it's all been modernised and it's automatic, that would be changed like a little museum for people to go see how it was originally done, changing these signals. But as it stands, one guy with a computer, and at certain times each day he has to manually change the tracks, change the points, to allow certain trains into the correct platforms. There you go, another thing you guys didn't probably know, that there's still manual circuit changing and signal box in the London Underground. Yeah, that's only at Edgware Road, nowhere else. The rest is automatic. Right, Notting Hill Gate slowly coming up. Time is... Ooh, actually... Right, I'm not going to keep the schedule. Because, well, we're meant to arrive there at departure 14 past. It's now 15 past and we're nowhere near Notting Hill Gate, so... Unless we start speeding, which I don't want to do because the mission will be counted as failure.
The next station is Notting Hill Gate.
It really is just a case of stop, open, close, go. And just get out of the station. We might even get there 2 minutes late. I mean, what's on the platform? Is that part of the platform? Yeah, it's just signals on the wrong side, but who would even be on the underground at this time? Proper, like, there you go, scaffolding everywhere. There's physically no one on the underground, so there won't be today. Okay, train approaching. So that is automatic. That will change when trains approaching the platform, but it doesn't work as the point. So it doesn't tell you like the train's like 1 or 2 minutes away. There you go. Perfect. So we've got time to catch up with.
Train to Hammersmith via High Street, Kensington and Victoria.
Oh, we'll go up to 40 now? Please do. There we go. Now we can go. Hopefully catch up with time. Next station is High Street, Kensington. Let's get out at 17 past. Fingers crossed at full speed we can actually grab that just the end. And we get to South Kensington after. Right, go on, full speed. Not full speed, full speed's like 60, but train's limited to 40 on this part of the track. Might just miss High Street Kensington at this rate.
The next station
Go.
is High Street, Kensington.
Departure, 17 past. Nope, we will make it right on time here. There's actually a guidance platform as well. 1 people, 2 people, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we're talking. Now we're talking.
This is High Street, Kensington.
Right, leave at 17 past, so
Line train to
once they're all on, we can
via
go.
Victoria and Embankment.
And so it should say, well, it's up to 25 now because that sign right in front of the train there. We'll go 30 if you're going on the maintenance track right now. With massive lumps of coal on the track as well. I'm not really sure why they've got coal here because they don't actually use it on the underground. It's all electric tracks and just stones on the floor. So unless they've just used a really dark texture for stones. Guess we use coal now. Gone back to the original. Right, so we'll get to the end, switch train around and head back to to Edgware Road when then the mission comes to an end. And then it's about the 45-minute episode quota as well, which this series does require, because that's how long the missions are about. 45 minutes, maybe an hour, if we're unlucky. Right, we're coming up to South Kensington now, which is the next stop, and where the end of the shuttle run is. So, we can do the entire shuttle in about 15 minutes. You're waiting at most half an hour for a train to go your direction. And even then, you could just walk on the surface, can't you? Because these stations aren't too far away from each other. Or even catch a... No, there won't be any replacement bus, won't there? Okay, it's Gloucester Road, then South Kensington, but because we're on the right side of the tracks now, or is this District Line platforms, we can wind up to top speed now. Is that a red signal actually? Or is it on the other side? I think that might be on the other side. Yes, it says. Open doors, check signalling. It's
This
green.
is Gloucester Road. Change here for
Guess
the
I was ready to
District
go.
Line. This is a Circle Line train to Hammersmith via Victoria and Embankment.
Right, so we are leaving at 19 past. It's 19 past now, actually. Better go now. I've got 21 past. And then we can switch train around for a return journey. Okay, so we go down to 35. And down to 25, as that sign indicated.
Next station is
Although,
South
so it's
Kensington.
actually going to change that.
Change for the District and
15.
Piccadilly lines. Exit for the museum.
No, set at 40. What the simulator says. And let's slow bring the train to a halt now. So yeah, end the platform, turn it off, and then it'll tell me to, sorry, it won't turn it off, it'll just tell me to set train up and do the return journey. So a bit more forward, there we go. Right, open doors.
This is South Kensington. Change here for the District and Piccadilly lines. Exit
And there you go,
here
change trains
for
to the
the
opposite
museums.
directions. So,
This is
change,
a Circle Line
keep that
train
on,
to
change, change,
Hammersmith
change,
via
change, change.
Victoria and Embankment.
That I can turn on at the back now, so switch off. And let's quickly sprint to the other side for the return journey. Which again, if you have a bit of waiting time, so the windows are now steaming up again, fogging up. Did I even turn on the passenger vents? Possibly not. Oh well, let's get to the back of it, and then let's just get the train set up at least ready for the return journey. So over here, change, 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 keep change. Other side, soon on light sets. Make sure the windows are actually just going to stay like this. That could potentially actually be like that, just because it's London Underground. They don't have heated passenger windows, so that could make sense. Anyway, so yeah, train up, ready to go. So program, outer rail, enter. We are at South Kensington. There we go. Enter, ending at Edgware Road. Edgware Road end, preferably. That one, yes. Enter, enter,
This
and there we go.
is South Kensington.
Right, so what time do we leave here? 22 past, it's around now 20, yeah, so we leave 28 past, it's around 22 past. So we'll do a quick brake check,
Via High Street, Kensington and Paddington.
and then we will have the jump cuts to do, won't we? Just make sure that steams up. Turn on the brake check. And ready. Motor brake active. Motor brake off. And then, if all goes to plan, they will be set to go. Oh, she needs to set that to right as well, don't I? There we go. Brake test off. And make sure passenger cars are fogging up. Yes, they are. So, yeah, let's jump cut to the start of the service, shall I? See you then. Right, here we go. Train is just about to go now, so we can announce on the announcer that we are going. There's no one here, don't worry.
Stand clear of the doors.
Close the doors. That goes down. And let's head back to Edgware Road. So, yeah, for speed limits as per usual. That's going to be another tight one back, is it? So, 40 miles per hour here. Just neutral it on the massive corner. Before it cause a derail or anything, which is possible in these missions. And bring up to 35 miles per hour. Yeah, normally I don't rely on this display on the left so much, but mainly in the case of the fact that we got some, well, one on we're on the wrong side of the tracks, two we rely on the low speed limits for the entire journey. I think it'd be better for me just to keep it open for now. Let's get the train stopped. And just halt here. I think there's a few people here actually for once. Yes, there are. I see 4 people. Really is a first. Well, no, we had 6 people on the way here, didn't we? But otherwise, time to leave the station. 29 past. We leave at 30. That's fine. And then we'll make our way back to, on the wrong side. So yeah, it's another 4 stops left till we arrive. There isn't that much of a journey at all. The only thing that's making this episode long is the fact that 1, we've got a return journey, and 2, it's it's the speed limit set to about 15 miles per hour for the long tunnel bits. But hey. Right, it's another 5 seconds till we can close the doors, and then another 10 seconds till we go. There we go. And now focus on these speed limits, as it will now automatically go back down to super low again. And the actual routes, yeah, the actual routes doesn't appear anymore. Actually, no, it does. Arrival 43 past midnight. About 17 to 1 in the morning. That has updated on like the tutorial mission. I tried looking for that, but it just wouldn't appear because it was set like half an hour late or something. So yeah, the missions don't so much want you to keep to the time schedule like the normal routes do, but you are based a lot more on your speed and so forth. So do something very wrong, and then the mission just automatically fail you. So yeah, nice and slowly back into this station. What is the High Street, Kensington? The fact it says it on my screen. Just whatever. Let's just drive. Let's just drive. Go. It's a bit of a foggy day as well. Proper London nights actually. Yeah. I mean, was that just like a little barrier at the end of the tunnel or something? I'm not too sure, but yeah, London does sometimes smog over at night. Right, I'll bring it to the end of the platform, and we leave at 34 past. So actually, got a bit of a wait here. There's a few people at the platform to go as well. As we come to the end of the shuttle, so it's, I said half an hour potential wait for train. 10-minute wait at the start, 10-minute waits here. It may be more like an hour or so return journey. Right, so about 2 minutes here if we go back to Edgware Road. And yeah, so at this point the really slow speed limits now start coming into play, the 15 miles per hour and so forth. Because the train work's going on in here. Right, another minute till we can go. Otherwise, yeah, like I said, it's not too bad a route, this one, quite pleasant. And yeah, and there's one of those passengers coming in late as well. Don't cause anyone to fall into the tracks like I accidentally did last time because I closed the door or something. And yeah, fingers crossed the rest of the route should go quite smoothly for us. I mean, one mistake, like I said, and the whole mission fails, like physically fails. Can't try again, no warnings, no nothing, just screen goes blurry. It will say like mission failed or train derailed or something, whatever you did wrong, pass red signal, and it's just exit game. So no mistakes, just move, follow what it says and go. Right, I think time is now. Yep, time is now to go. And let's go for the fun speed limit part here. So close that menu. And that's just top one I need. Keep seeing it quite slow, because I've got to assume there's going to be some braking coming up I need to do. Once the sign appears for it. And yeah, we are on the right side tracks now for this journey, so not so much issue for driving the wrong side, but still got to follow these speed laws because of the construction work's going on right now. Okay, there you go, 15 miles per hour. Slow down. Enter station, and we leave here in about a minute. At the one station where the platform's not long enough. Actually, there's this end bit here. Just trying to think about something quickly. Actually, yeah, is like that in real life, is it? Although I want to say the model's the wrong way around. Hang on, because yeah, that's there. You know what? I think that's the case. I think they've modeled the station the wrong way around. I know I come off here. Because I then need to go south. I swear it's the wrong way around. At least I'm pretty sure of it because, yeah, when I go down to Stamford Bridge, when I go to watch Chelsea games, and I need to go to the museums as well sometimes with family and photography arts exam projects as well, I need to go to art gallery in London. I swear this is the wrong way around, and this is meant to be facing the other way. I could be wrong. I might check a map in a moment or something. Right, leave 36 past, leave 36 past. And I need to get going now. Oh no. Okay, I've messed it up completely. Could be a little bit late to the next station now. Get the track guide up. Let me check the Notting Hill Gate subsurface platforms. Right. Notting Hill Gates. Subsurface platforms. I'm pretty sure those are going the wrong way. Yes, I'm correct. That station's been modeled the wrong way around. That's why I'm confusing myself, because I know that the platform, it looks like that, but the one barrier, the central line bit, should be on the south side of the station, not to the north. So no, the other way around, sorry. The central line station platforms on the north side of the station, not the south. What this game has depicted it as is the central line stations are on the south side, which is wrong. So TML Studios, you've done a good model. The model looks realistic. You've just done it the wrong way around. I've actually never noticed that before. In all these years of owning this game, I've never noticed that before. And I go through that station a lot in real life and in this game, so well done. Well done. Right, we'll carry on. And we've got a few construction sites going on the right side here again. So yeah, imagine there are people actually welding here, it's not just the blue light flashing. As we make our return journey back to Edgware Road.
The next station is Bayswater.
Yes, we'll just leave it 38 past. Yeah, we're late for the station, but same thing was the case for the other way as well, so the simulator won't mind a minute or two late. And at the end they don't actually give us a proper score as well, like they do on the actual scheduled routes. So basically what's about with the scheduled route scores, so at the end of the route you got like a percentage, 100% is perfect, and the more mistakes you do, the lower that score gets. They don't do that for the missions apparently, by the looks of things, so we don't actually get to see it. And likewise, I'll probably save the scheduled routes for another live stream in the future. So there's two routes we could do on the live stream wise, which is a complete like loop of the London Underground. So start at Hammersmith, do a complete loop to the Circle Line and come back to Edgware Road, or start at Edgware Road, do the complete loop and end up at Hammersmith, something like that. So one for the live stream future I guess I could do, which is like I said, the entire loop of the Circle Line. That's what you guys are interested in, but that'll come after I complete all the routes, I will say. Once I complete all the routes on the missions, I check that it will take the next, well, I'm on episode 3 now, so next 7 weeks and that comes to an end. Alright, Paddington, and then Bayswater, sorry, Bayswater was just there, then Paddington, then Edgware Road. So another half kilometre till Paddington. Because yeah, don't forget this is the UK, so we do everything in miles per hour, not kilometres an hour. So train speeds 50 miles per hour. It's going by about, is it 19 kilometres an hour? 19? I believe it's that. And yeah, still on the metric system. Well, that's the only thing we do metric wise on the scales. Everything else imperial, so we use meters, not yards, and actually we do use yards, we do miles, but yeah, we do also have a good balance of kilometers as well. And we use like small measurements as well, so we use centimeters, not inches, and all that kind of stuff.
The next station
and we use,
is Paddington.
well, dollars also a
Change for the Bakerloo line
what's
and
the system
National
called again?
Rail
The
Services.
denominator series, something like that. It's where you get out of 100. Something like that. We used to use a shilling, that kind of stuff, which wasn't the case. Then the pound was introduced, and just basically just settled out all the currencies in the UK. And that's soon after the Australia, so went to the Australian dollar as well, instead of using the British pound. That's back in like the 80s, or even 70s. Stop train here, open doors, and let passengers off.
Is Paddington. Change here for the Bakerloo line and National Rail Services.
Then we arrive in Edgware Road, supposedly in a minute, although
To Edgware
doesn't matter
Road.
so much. Let's close the doors, and let's get to Edgware Road and end the route there. And we should be fine at 25 miles per hour, the top speed of this tunnel. As we are now at the end of the route and the end of the construction sites as well. There we go, 700 meters away. Meant to arrive there about now. Maybe a minute or two late, but otherwise that should be fine for us. So yeah, this part 3 is basically exactly the same as was last week. Coming around the Edgware Road on the outer rail. And then get to the end. So yeah, basically inner rail and outer rail, because it's a circle line route, so technically there's no end to it. It's a circle. But we have clockwise and anti-clockwise. So anti-clockwise is the inner rail, and clockwise is the outer rail, because we drive on the left, our trains are on the left, everything's on the left, not the right. So that's why we've got the inner rail and outer rail. There's an explanation for that as well. So come to the end of the platform, stop train here, open doors, and then we can turn on the turn off the engine. Perfect. So open doors. Let's go back. So now that we are at the end. So it is number 4, is it? Yes. And all passengers should now depart the train here. If there is anyone on board, which in case is no. So engine off. Congratulations, you completed the mission. So yeah, that was mission 3. That was maintenance, and that was World of Subways Volume 3 in London Underground. So I think we can end it here. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Leave a like if you did. Do subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.